So you can begin with feet about hip width apart and just a little bend in your knees so you're not locking your knees, arms hanging by your sides, and either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Start to slow down your breath. And just tune into the soles of your feet. You might let your weight rock forward and back a little bit more into the toes, a little bit more to the heels. And keep rocking front to back, but see if you can make it smaller and smaller and smaller. So it's very, very subtly shifting weight forward and backward. And just notice the ripple of movement through the rest of your body to keep you organized and upright. Balance is quite active. There's a lot happening inside. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And let's take the right foot and circle around the ball of the foot. So circle your ankle and a nice big circle. Go in both directions. You could imagine you had paint on the ball of your foot and you're trying to get every little bit off the whole surface of the ball of your foot. And then same thing, other side, left ankle, a few times to the outside, keeping the supporting leg soft, a few times to the inside. And then take the right arm and circle it back behind you. You can play around with speed, maybe do a few fast ones, slow ones, quality. You could isolate at your shoulder or kind of move your whole body as you circle. And then circle it forward. And then left arm back. Using this to warm yourself up. Left arm forward. Varying speed and quality. And then take both arms up and circle your one arm forward and the other arm backward. And see if you can make a complete circle. It's easy to get lost with this. If you get lost, start at the top again and then try and circle one arm forward, the other arm back. This is for the brain as much as for the body. If you get it slowly, you might try speeding it up. And then shake that out, maybe a little wider stance, let your arms swing like rope, hitting your body side to side. Engage your abdominals as you do this. Strong core, loose arms. Let it slow down. And then we'll bring the hands into light fists and pat your legs, all the soft parts of your legs, the outsides, the insides, the fronts, the backs. You can play around with how much pressure you like. Waking up with touch. You can do your hips maybe a little harder, your butt. Gently on your belly, fronts of the hips, lower back. And then both arms, all the soft parts. Just patting awake. Gently on your chest and shoulders, and then use your fingertips to do your face and head. See if you can touch every part. And then shake it out. Shake out your hands, your arms, shake out each leg. Shake your butt, whole body. And then gather it all up. And you can step up towards the front of the mat, coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. You could imagine gathering the energy from the earth up through the inner legs, through the pelvic floor, all the way up the spine, past the top of the head. Next inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Plant your hands, step back into a high push-up position. Let's lower down, chaturanga. And then come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as feels right for you. So tiny baby cobra, or coming up higher in cobra or up dog. This is for you. There's nothing you should or shouldn't be doing, so you get to do it in the way that feels right. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Hips high. Take your time opening up into this first down dog. You might pedal out your feet a little bit, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. And then drop your knees. Let's sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Find a relaxed position for your arms and your shoulders. Just a reminder that you can rest anytime. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little bit more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog, moving at your pace, taking the time you need. And then let's take 5 deep breaths, either in down dog or any other neutral shape. Could be child's pose, could be sitting, could be on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time, from down dog, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. Making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink low. Let's grab the left wrist and take it over for a side bend. Come over to the other side, grab the right wrist, take it across. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, lift the chest. Hips low, heart high. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Feeling the heaviness of your head releasing. One more breath. Big step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, settle in, sink low. Breath by breath. Is there a little bit more fine-tuning? Is there a little bit more ease? Both at once. Last breath here. Release hands to the floor or blocks if you have them. Pyramid pose. We're going to straighten the front leg part way or all the way. Come up as high as you need to on your blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you can use your shin. Make sure you're not locking that front leg. And go in the directions you know to go in, meeting your edges right where they are. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. There may be some other movement you want to take. Feeling what you are choosing moment by moment. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up and then bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent left knee. And you get to choose your challenges. There's an invitation to go towards your edge, but in each moment you get to choose. Let's see if that can be a conscious choice rather than habitually avoiding or pushing or whatever your habit tends to be. Next time the leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Settle in, sink low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it across. Same thing, other side. Grab your left wrist, take it across. Back to center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Really going for it and letting it be. Can those two qualities be present at the same time? 100% effort, 100% surrender. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Keep coming back to feeling your breath, feeling where you are. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or to your blocks, pyramid pose. Adjusting your footing, consciously adjusting the pose for your best alignment, given what you know and are able to do. And then feeling how this is. Let's release. Make our way back to a good resting pose. Maybe take some movement transition, a vinyasa or any other movement. And then settle into some neutral shape. More important than the shape, come back to a quality of presence and ease. Letting go of trying to do anything, get anywhere, fix, figure out, just simply being. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. So the left arm can provide support wherever it's most useful. Staying nice and open through the chest so you're not collapsing towards the floor. If anything, rolling open towards the ceiling a bit. Reach a little further out as you come up. Release down. Same thing, other side. Left arm up and over. Big reach out. And reach a little further out, come up, release down. Let's interlace fingers, press out through the palms, and then take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, arms reach straight. Rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So this could be just barely lifting the heels or lifting them all the way up or anywhere in between. So more important than staying in balance, can your breath be steady? Can you relax your jaw, the muscles around your eyes while you're doing this? Start to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. So you're meeting your edge right where it is. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Let's release. Drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head. Let that go. Bend your knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Send the hips back and down like you're going to sit into a chair. As you do that, lengthen your head as high up as it'll go, but drop the shoulders as low as they'll go. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's come into warrior three. Shift forward and find your balance. So you're welcome to keep your torso high and your leg low. If you do want to tip forward, just keep the torso and back leg connected. How's your breath? One more breath here. Step back, warrior one. Just one breath. And then make your way back to down dog, however you get there. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Come into your warrior three. Since we all have different bodies, different needs, it'll look differently and it'll probably change over time. So working with what's real for you right now, going towards your full expression, honoring your limits, bringing everything you know so far. Don't worry about what you don't know yet. We're all learning. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition. Back to your resting pose, letting all of that go. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. From here, open out, warrior 2. And then settle in. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior 2. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Expanding out past the ends of your body. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. Just taking one thing at a time. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Finding your way, more subtlety. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath. Release. Make your way to a good rest. Using your transition to integrate what you've done. To even out the two sides. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. Send the right leg up. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Let's take a twist. Left elbow cross to the outside of the right knee. If you'd rather do this as a low lunge, you could drop the back knee. If you'd rather have a more open position, feel free to extend the arm straight. The left hand can be down, right arm up, on the inside or outside of that of that front leg. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or to blocks if you have them. We're going to drop the back knee, pat it if you like, getting set up for a hamstring stretch. Take the hips back so the hips are right above the back knee. Inch the front foot forward so when you flex the toes back, the hips stay right above the knee. Hands right under shoulders as high as you need them. Come all the way up so it's not too much. And then go in the directions you know to go in. Towards hip square, towards a flat back, towards folding. If you want to go towards splits, you could. To release. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. Bring both hands to the inside. You can bring your blocks with you. Turn out through the right foot. Shift your weight forward. And you can stay on hands or come down to elbows on blocks or the floor. Lizard pose. And you might find an even better pose by adjusting in any way. There's so many ways. You could shift your weight more to the left or right. You could turn the right toes out more or less. If you tuck the back toes, you could scoot your hips forward or backward. You could add a quad stretch, reaching back for the back leg. Finding the pose that feels interesting or useful for you. And we're all kind of in that exploration. Sometimes it's easy to find, sometimes it's not. And it's all learning. Each time we get in our bodies and feel what's happening, it's learning. Let's release and make our way to down dog. So again, any movement you want to take. The movement is part of it. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Come into a twist here, something similar to what you did on the first side. Whether that's a prayer twist or arms extended, low lunge or high lunge. How much can you feel inside of this? Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor or blocks. Drop the back knee, pat it if you like. Hamstring stretch. With option of splits, and go slowly. You might want to acclimate first. Feeling the pose as living and breathing. At any moment, you might back out a little or go a little deeper. Let's release. Bring both hands to the inside, lizard pose. Turn out through the left foot, shift your weight forward, and then continue to adjust. You don't have to explore with movement, but it is one way to learn yourself. There's the way we were each taught to do these poses, maybe the way we've always done them, and then there are loads of other possibilities. What's working for you right now? Sometimes I'll learn something about my body in another pose, and then when I come back and do this one, I have other options from that new information. So since we're continually learning and changing and growing, each time it's new. Let's release, take your time, Finding your way back to down dog. Any movement you want to take. And let's come into a pigeon pose on the right side. And slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. You can see about some support here if you want to tuck something under your hip or chest or forehead. Releasing towards the floor. Let's take our time releasing, bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your right hip that's in your way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right, bring the left knee forward, and then shift your hips over to the other side. Send your right leg back, finding your way to pigeon on the left. If you need to make some adjustments to the angle of the front leg or your props, take your time. Settling in as you're ready. What's here? Take your time releasing, bringing the upper body back up. If you have something under your left hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the left. And this time bring your right leg forward and we'll take Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So for this, we're going towards knee on top of knee. You might scoot your ankles out to the side or back towards your bum a little bit more, trying to get the knees stacked. A couple ways to make this a little bit easier are to sit up on something or straighten the bottom leg, and you just get where you get. You're not trying to crank your body into something that doesn't work, but going towards knee on top of knee. Now, try and have both sit bones grounded. For a lot of folks, the right hip is going to be a little lighter, so try and drop it down. To help with that, bring your left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. Right hand in a fist, push down. That'll help ground the top leg into the bottom leg, ground the hips into the floor. And you can use that to lengthen and twist. Rolling open through the right shoulder, lengthening your spine as you go. Keep both sit bones grounded. Release the upper body around to the front. And let's take eagle arms. Right elbow on top of left. If you can get the palms together, do so. If not, you could just grab a thumb or focus on the elbows. Put some pressure between the elbows like you're trying to pull them apart, spreading the upper back. Sit bones grounded, nice long spine. And release. Interlace fingers behind your back. Open up the chest. Either stay upright or fold over your legs. And folding might be just dropping your head. The idea of folding, you don't have to go further than you can. If you're able, you might reach your arms up and back, away from you. And then release. Unwind. Switch the legs, left leg on top. Knee on top of knee or going in that direction, making whatever adjustments you might so that this works for you. Right elbow across to the outside of the left knee. Left hand into a fist, pushing down, grounding the hips, using that to help roll open through the top shoulder. And you could imagine a little spiral from the base of the spine going up, continuing to rotate. Lengthening and twisting. Keep the hips grounded as you release to the front. Eagle arms, left elbow on top this time. Pressure between the elbows, spreading the upper back. Long spine, broad open torso, grounded sit bones. Release. Interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time. Open up the chest. Stay upright or fold. Let's release, come up, unwind. Take a little windshield wiper side to side. Let the knees flop one way and the other. You can rub your hips into the floor. A little self-massage there. And let's get set up for a supported fish. For this, you will need some kind of props. You could use a rolled up blanket, or a rolled up yoga mat, something small, something soft, or blocks, or something hard, or something big. Something's going to go behind the upper back. Depending on how high it is, you might need a little something else under your head so that your chin isn't lifted, but instead dropped and the back of the neck long. If the first thing you try doesn't quite work, try something else. You can use a stack of books with a towel over it, foam roller, a bolster, firm cushion, rolled up towel. Lots of things could work. Something's going to go behind the upper back. Maybe something else behind the head. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. You want to try and lengthen your tailbone away from your head so the back of the lower back is nice and long. If there's gripping in the lower back, you might do this instead with feet on the floor, knees bent. And then how much can you relax into the position you're in? And we are moving towards the end of class, so if there's a different way you want to wind things down, do that instead. This is a time for you to wrap up your practice in the way that feels good. If there's a last pose you wanted to get in, or a part of your body that needs some attention, you could just ask yourself, do you want to stay here or do something else? Wherever you are, feeling that. And in whatever you're doing, you can stay as long or short as you like. Supported fish could even be your final resting pose. If it's relaxed enough, you might just stay here. If you are ready to come out of it, you can do so at any time. One gentle way of coming out of it is to interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest, taking the pressure off your props. Lean to one elbow and then move your things out of your way to roll back down. And you can just keep checking in with yourself. What's needed? What would be a good next pose or last pose? Doesn't even have to be a yoga pose. Maybe just some movement. Maybe some self-massage. Maybe you don't need anything. Come right into Shavasana. It's wonderful that self-care is coming more into people's consciousness of something that's not selfish but important. But a lot of us are rewiring conditioning to not really think of our own needs as important. So this is radical rewiring we're doing, practicing asking yourself, what do you need? What do you want? Knowing that you're the best person to take care of yourself. And this is a time to do that. Not selfish at all. Practical, wonderful, important. And through practice, we can get better and better at it. So this is part of that practice right now, whatever you're doing. You can eventually settle into some kind of symmetrical, relaxed position, settle into stillness. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today.